For each of us, from the time we are born until the last breath we take, we want to direct our own lives. Sunflower Diversified Services is a nonprofit corporation founded in 1966 with the sole purpose of creating these opportunities for children and adults with developmental delays or disabilities. Being a nonprofit is important because it guarantees that every tax dollar or charitable gift received is used to increase each person's right to greater independence and personal control over their lives. Sunflower is the only organization in central Kansas dedicated to providing personalized early intervention and therapy services for children from birth to 3 years of age, as well as support services for the family as they learn how to better assist in the development of their young child.
Our first daughter that we had, she was born with a rare genetic disease, and she needed a lot of help as far as adaptive equipment, and also basically doing some of those things that other children couldn't do. We were working on learning to sit upright, learning to crawl, doing those sort of things.
They came to the home every week, and then about once a month, I think it was, I actually brought her down to the early education center, and we would be there with other kids and stuff where she would get to interact and be around other kids to do things.
I think the thing with our daughter, she had really profound deficit, and it was little victories, and that was what was good about Sunflower. They adapted each situation to each child, so it wasn't like a cookie cutter approach. It was, okay, McKenna, today we're going to work on doing this, and that was really a real appealing thing to us. I think when you have a child that has special needs, regardless of what you think the outcome is going to be, I think the biggest thing is you want to make sure that you do everything you can to allow that child to reach their potential. And with Sunflower, I think that that's very attainable. Whatever that maximum potential is, you just embrace it and go with it. So I think that was the important thing for me. That's why I wanted to get involved with it, because I see that, and I know that there's a lot of families around here that could benefit from their services from that perspective.
What sets Sunflower apart from similar organizations is our commitment to truly listen to what individuals want for themselves and to encourage and support them in their effort to be something more. Regardless of the level of disability, every person has the capability to make more and more choices about what makes them feel comfortable, who they like to be with, how they want to spend their day. Sunflower believes activities are not enough, and so the cognitive, therapeutic, and medical services we offer are designed to expand each person's ability to choose, to voice an opinion, to increase physical stamina, to develop self-help skills. The right to work and earn and to be treated with the respect afforded to every adult is the most basic of all rights. Even though competitive job standards often limit work opportunities for many individuals with disabilities, there are jobs that need to be done and work that contributes value back to the community. For example, Sunflower Diversified Recycling employs individuals working on community collection routes, assisting the public at the local recycling drop-off center, or serving customers needing confidential records destruction. Individuals are working in the public eye, not in isolated settings away from the community. Those who work within the processing center or who prefer to work on manufacturing subcontracts with area industries have the pride in knowing they are completing a task that is critical to the contracting companies or are turning collected recyclables into profitable material that helps support the services provided to others by Sunflower. Earned wages translate directly to the person's ability to live more independently, to make purchases in the community, to enjoy the lifestyle they desire.
Well, we couldn't ask for more. It was the fall of 2009, and we started checking all the agencies out in the Great Bend area. And actually, we had decided to go with another agency, or we thought we would, until we met Glenda at Sunflower. And that was it. It was such a good fit. We visited their plant, and I called my sister and my mom and everyone trying to figure out what was the best for my daughter, Shelby. And at Sunflower, they want you to work and they want you to be an individual and be independent. And I thought that was great, and it just fit my daughter wonderful. So we started off slow. We started off at the plant a couple days a week in the summer. The bus actually came to McCracken, which is about an hour away from here, every day to pick her up and bring her back. And now she's actually living here. So several years later, we were able to have her be here full time, and she's just really, really happy with it. She's had a job coach, and they were able to get her interview clothes, an iPad for better communication, and she got her dream job. She was able to get a job she's always wanted to have, which is pretty amazing. They have a good medical staff, and so everything she needs, she always gets met. We've moved everything from Rush County to Barton County. So doctors, appointments, whatever we need, she's able to get to. They make sure that she gets to her appointments. She has art class, exercise class, cooking, dance. She has all these classes here that she gets to do now, and that's through Sunflower too. And that's neat. And being here was great because before being in McCracken, it was hard to have her get to do anything because I'd have to drive here and wait for her, and then we drive back, and we have 3 other kids that are younger that are pretty young and pretty active and things right now, so it's pretty hard. But that's the other thing she gets to do here, which is great, and she really enjoys that. She just loves being independent. That's what's fun, is doing her own thing.
It's all about personal growth and self-esteem. Seeing your child learn to walk, to communicate, to be self-reliant. Seeing your child work when you never thought it would be possible. Seeing your child live in their own home, pay their own bills, and make decisions about their lives.
I like living on my own bed in a group home. I got a roommate and another staff comes in. I like talking with my roommate, and we do fun stuff together. I like working with a lot of people, and the staff is great, and I just like to work out here.
Sunflower subscribes to the belief that people with a disability are, after all, people, with goals, with dreams, with a burning desire to show the world what they can accomplish with our help and encouragement.
Well, my name is Julie, and I am a huge supporter for Sunflower Diversified. My relationship started back in '96 when I was going to Barton County Community College. I needed a job that would help me go through my grueling schedule and still work full-time. So I went and applied, and needless to say, that job just changed my life. The experience I had as an employee was so uplifting. Each and every one of the employees there was amazing. The support that they had for each and every one of those individuals and protecting their rights was just amazing, and I continued to work there for 9 years. And as I grew in my own life, I became married and had 3 beautiful children. And I ended up having to call Sunflower Diversified for services for one of my child. My child struggled with speech, and we used their speech therapy there at the Early Education Center. And watching your child struggle from struggling at school and then thriving and succeeding at school, I knew that I wanted to give back to that company. I didn't know how, but I knew I wanted to do it. So when they called me to become a part of the board of directors, I was so honored that they had called me. Never been on the board before, but I knew I wanted to give them 100% of my time. Since 1966, it has been a non-profit organization, and that is so important to each one of those individuals who thrive for independency in our community. So that's why I'm a big supporter.
Sunflower makes it happen. We are the choice for encouraging, supporting, and challenging people to become something more, to maximize their abilities and maximize the potential in their lives. Sunflower is simply a business with a single vision: to ensure that every person, regardless of their particular disabling condition, will be treated respectfully and afforded a lifestyle that mirrors what society has established as the standard it expects for all its citizens. There is a difference, and we are proud to identify ourselves as the choice for growth.